napanood ang hit na Kapuso Movie Festival.
Over 70% of Earth's surface, so it is not surprising that all living things on our planets need water. Water is very important in our lives. Without it, we could never survive. Why is water important but there are people who destroy it? In the form of water, just like a river throwing a lot of dirt and garbage. In the ocean, many explode dynamite to cut fish and causing the death of fish and the others. Also the destruction of coral reefs and the death of endangered species. But there are ways to prevent, protect, and conserve our waters. Wastewater treatment consists of removing pollutants from wastewater through a physical, chemical, or biological process. The more efficient their processes are, the cleaner the water becomes.
Green agriculture globally, agriculture accounts for 70% of water resources, so it is essential to have climate-friendly crops. Efficient irrigation that reduces the need for water and energy efficient. Food production. Green agriculture is also crucial to limit the chemicals that enter the water. Stormwater management is the effort to reduce runoff of rainwater or melted snow into streets, lawns, and other sites, and the improvements of water quality. According to the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, in short EPA, it is important to avoid pollutant from contaminating the water and helps to use water more efficiently. Air pollution has a direct impact on water contamination as 25% of human-induced CO2 emissions are absorbed by oceans.
This pollution causes a rapid acidification of our oceans and threatens marine life and corals. Preventing air pollution is the best way to prevent this from happening. Plastic waste reduction. 80% of plastic in our ocean is from land resource. In order to reduce the amount of plastic entering our ocean, we need to both reduce our use of plastic globally and to improve plastic waste management. Water conservation. Without water conservation, we won't go very far. It is essential in making sure that the world has fair access to clean water. It means being aware that water is a scarce resource, taking care of it accordingly, and managing it responsibly.
Geosphere, biosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere.
Ang susunod na programa ay rated PG. Patnubay at gabay ng magulang ay kailangan sa mga batang manonood.
Madam, akala ko nga po sasabunutan ako ng jockey na yun eh.
Congratulations, Luz. You did well.
The queen of the masquerade ball. Would it be the lady in silver?
Sama ang Nescafe Classic, Nissin Seafood Cups at Sun Cellular.
Are you tired of pollution and can't seem to find a solution for it?
As we are the home feeling comfortable, many people are dying due to air pollution.
Over a year, pollution is still our problem on Earth.
This can cause some serious issues to our health and to our community.
We need to solve it now and help each other to work things out.
The solution starts within us. Let's all be part of this and make it happen.
Saving the air means saving
the earth, and saving the earth
means saving yourself.
Ang susunod na programa ay rated PG. Patnubay at gabay ng magulang ay kailangan sa mga batang manonood. Sama ang Nescafe Classic, Nissin Seafood Cups at Sun Cellular.
Us are not aware of what is going on in our nature because we are more focused on pandemic. Many trees continue to be destroyed and cut down to make human equipment. Don't we know that around 50% is lost due to the action of our people? Almost half were lost. Are we aware of its potential? We don't know what the probabilities will if trees have gone. Renewable and non-renewable resources are important to us. Renewable resources also generates clean energy, which means reduce pollution and greenhouse gas emissions both of which contribute to climate change.
Soil, minerals, water, vegetation, and animal conservation are risky to providing a constant output of plants used as food and other materials for rising the population. Coal, natural gas, oil, and nuclear energy are examples of non-renewable energy sources. Once these resources are gone, they cannot be replenished, which is a major issue for humanity because we rely on them to meet the majority of our energy needs.
Natural resources must be conserved. To conserve implies not to deplete, spoil, or waste resources. However, if all renewable natural resources are gone or abused, they will become extinct. We must also guard against pollution of our natural resources. We need to plant more trees, put trash in bins, stop using plastic bags, and so on. It is impossible to deny that our natural environment is also a dangerous component of our ecosystem. So always remember that if you look after the land, and the land will look after you. Destroy the land and will destroy you.
Ang susunod na programa ay rated PG. Patnubay at gabay ng magulang ay kailangan sa mga batang manonood. Inyong napanood ang hit na Kapuso Movie Festival kasama ang Nescafe Classic, Nissin Seafood Cups at Sun Cellular.
And here we're going to talk about why the fire is very important to us and what is fire. Let's start from the top. Fire is the one and most important discoveries in this world because fires does many things that help people every day. It could be cooking a food because we can eat our own food like that, and we can forge a metal tool, harden bricks, and so many more. And we're talking about then what is fire. Oh, fire. Fire is a rapid oxidation of materials in the exothermic chemical process in combustion. It releasing a light and heat that can help us.
Fire was discovered. According to Greek mythology, Prometheus stole fire from gods and gave it to humans. The earlier creatures that predated human beings were probably well aware of fire, when lightning would strike a forest and create a fire. So back to the topic, how do we appreciate what fire does to people? Because fire helps us so much, it should only be used for things that only need to be used by fire, and should not be used for things that can harm, damage other people, animals, and other things. Fire was discovered. According to Greek mythology, Prometheus stole fire from gods and gave it to humans. The earlier creatures that predated human beings were probably well aware of fire, when lightning would strike a forest and create a fire. So back to the topic, how do we appreciate what fire does to people? Because fire helps us so much, it should only be used for things that only need to be used by fire, and should not be used for things that can harm, damage other people, animals, and other things.